Ano yan?
Ayos na sana. Saan galing yan? Yo, this goes behind the timing belt cover.
Okay guys, so good morning. So we're here early in the shop, like around 6 a.m. because Honda RJ is working on his car, his PH12 that has broken down due to a timing belt failure. So here he is right now working on his car. It's early morning. I haven't had coffee yet. Have you had coffee yet? Just comment down below if you did. Okay, so let's go. Let's try to do this. Let's restore this PH12 and bring it back to life.
Alright, so the question is are there any bent valves? Because obviously when it snaps, it's not gonna stop at top dead center, so there's gonna be some valves open. Before I determined it was a timing belt, obviously I wanted it to see what happened with the car and see why it stopped, so I started it, so I cranked the car. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously that spins the flywheel and the crank. So Alright, so we are doing this broke boy spec, so I'm not going to be replacing the water pump. So the only thing we're going to do is we're going to compression test the motor, because one way to check if there's any one way to determine if there's any bent valves is, you know, obviously you do a compression test. If there's anything bent, right, if there are any valves bent, you're not going to get any compression in that particular cylinder where that valve is bent. So that's one way to do it. And yes, it is suggested that you change the water pump, but since yes, we are doing it broke boy spec, we are not changing the water pump. And yeah, and one thing about this crank pulley, it's a little different because this model does not have power steering. So the pulley, the crank pulley, only has a pulley for the alternator and the AC. There is a 17 millimeter bolt that we have to get out, and we're gonna be utilizing these holes to stop the pulley from rotating. In between these, ano diba? Yung up. Yung up eh.
And up.
Sarado na yan.
Ang dapat.
So let's spin the crank.
Okay, so dapat kasi umilalim ka eh. Kamay na lang sa ilalim, breaker bar.
Breaker bar. But, pussy.
So there's RJ.
Ay!
Okay, so ang problema mo sa pagtanggal, or the problem that you're going to face when you remove the crankshaft pulley, is it's going to spin out on you. While you barrel it, it's going to spin. So you have to contra. You have to put something to contra it. Wait, ang taas na yan.
The hardest part of this job.
Hindi oh.
What?
Basic.
Yo, this is supposed to be like 1,000,000 freaking foot-pounds.
Basic.
When you guys remove the crank pulley, hold on to this key, because this can ruin your life.
Wow, sa akin natin lalo.
Ano, broke boy spec muna.
Puta, ano nangyari?
Ha?
Ano nangyari?
Total timing belts.
Habang umaandar ka?
Oo.
Shout out to the most expensive Vios in the world. Ganda na mags mo ah. Ganyan mags ko dati no, ano ko eh. 2004.
Hindi na most expensive.
Ang gagawin dyan?
Wala nang kape, puro kain o bago goma.
Okay.
I like the tires. I like the.
Ay, okay.
So what they're doing?
So we're gonna remove the pulley, the AC pulley, the tensioner rather, so that we have access to one of the bolts on the timing belt cover. All right. So we had to remove the AC tensioner in order to remove the bolt on the timing belt cover. So it's a little pain right now. We haven't had lunch yet, and I am starving.
English only policy.
Local PGA unit.
Oh, 2000. So that's how rich boys talk.
Ito, rich boy.
You got it?
Got it.
So the next challenge is to putting it back all together, huh?
So now we are loosening the tensioner so that we can play with the belt.
So right now, RJ is returning the stuff that he removed from his car, and they already replaced the timing belt. So here comes the new challenge, putting it back together. So let's see.
Yan yung panghigpit natin eh, itong tensioner eh. And this one,
Moral.
mas mahaba, longer.
Na 17 din po.
17.
Okay.
Ang baril.
Dito nalalagay yung ano, mga CD. CD changer to eh.
CD changer ang puto.
Asan yung makina nito, RJ?
Ha?
Asan ang makina dyan?
Page 2.
Ayan na yun! Oh guys, ito na pala yung makina ng kotse ni RJ.
We were so close to the finish line. So as you can see, there's the post mount bracket, right? So one of the studs decided to give us a hard time. So the threads on that is pretty shot. So we got a bracket from one of the homies that he's gonna be sending over, and that's what we're gonna be using. Either the bracket or the stud itself, where that's what happened. Yeah, it sucks. So close, but yet so far.
So it's just bolting up the engine supports. So the big question is, will it start? And if it does start, will it blow up? I hope it does. Okay, so meron siya nakalimutan ikabit na pyesa na nasa likod ng timing belt cover, or should I say timing belt pulley. So it's back to the drawing board, my friends. There, you know, in fixing cars, there's always a sequence of events. Damn! So RJ, ano masabi mo na may nakalimutan kang ikabit na pyesa?
Fucking hell, bro. Hell.
Good.
So we're gonna start the car now. Everything is good. The alternator's on. No AC yet because we're doing that last. So.
Tito Chino.
Ha?
Wait daw eh.
Will it start?
Wait, tama kami.
Will it start?
Okay, moment of truth daw.
Moment of truth.
Okay. Taka gumana ka.
Hold on. It's a cart, so
Okay. Pump.
I'm just spraying the jetties.
Aha. Yun! Good boy!
Okay naman. Singaw. Ingay. Yun o. Yun, ano? First gear.
No! We fucking did it.
Masikip yan?
Ba't may play?
No, I don't hear anything funny. We did it.
Ano ba to?
Parang ilang ano yung proper yun?
Proper siya.
It runs.
Ron, pwede na yan!
It fucking runs!
G, laban mo!
Yo, M. Sa ginawa mo, tuturuan kita mag-manual.
All good oh.
Okay, so we got it to run. Now we're just test driving it. Hopefully we don't break down. I'll drive it around the street. You know, the thing is about loving cars, you can't always say you love working on them. Just look at that. I mean, thank you, M, for coming and helping.
No problem. Willing matuto anytime.
Yes. And for that, I promise you, when we get some free time and some open space, I'll teach you how to drive a manual. You just need some open space. Maybe at like a meet. When we're at a meet, parking lot, I'll teach you how to drive a manual. She's running again. She's running again. Subscribe to our channel. General Dornes dito.
Hindi ko po sure.
Alright. Alright, she feels normal. She has a heartbeat. And obviously she has compression because she's running fine, smoothly. Alright, our job here is done. Alright, TikTok, we got her to run. We got her to run, TikTok. Look at that. I mean, I can say I love cars, but I sure do hate working on them.